The Celtics dominant in Game 4 in their win. 3 keys. How about Boston holding Miami without a field goal until 3:22 to go in the first quarter? The longest drought without a field goal to start any playoff game in the last 25 years. The defense wasn't just great in the opening quarter. It was great all game. The Celtics held Heat starters to just 18 points total. Fewest points by a starting 5 in a playoff game since it was first tracked in the 70-71 season. And on the offensive end, the Celtics made their money at the line. 32 free throws, second most in a playoff game. New on SportsCenter, Celtics coach Ime Udoka.
First off, taking care of the ball. And, that was pretty evident in the first half. I think we only had 4 turnovers, 3 in the first quarter. So taking care of the ball is huge, obviously, making them score in the half court as opposed to getting the runouts that we aided them with last game. And so our mindset was right coming out. Came out with the right focus, physicality, flipped, and just got to muster that same energy when we come off a win as well as a loss.
Ime, we talked about Derek's aggressiveness coming in, and he scores the first 7 there. What goes into a start like that? Conversations, things he was doing in shoot-around practice, what just kind of set him up for that start?
Well, understanding the urgency with Marcus being out and the position he's put in. Obviously, starting the game, going to have the ball in his hands a lot more, and wanted him to be confident, aggressive, and he picked his spots well early on. They guard him a certain way. We told him to look for a shot, but also get downhill and facilitate, and he does that extremely well. Just happened that he got the right looks, took the shots that were there, and then started finding other guys. And so we want to be aggressive at all times. Talked about his jump shot may not be falling, but he does so many other things for the team, and he did that tonight.
We're not making any excuses. They outplayed us tonight for sure. We never could get any kind of grip on the game. Outside of these crazy runs, you have 2 really competitive teams. The scores and that kind of thing doesn't really give the true indication of how competitive it is, and it can get away from either team at any time, and that's what you saw tonight.
It did indeed get away from Miami tonight. The pride of Southwestern High School, Jalen Rose, joins us now. Jalen, we just heard Ime Udoka talk about the urgency that his team played without Marcus Smart, especially early on. It's 18-1 before you blink. How did that happen?
And that was the key to effort that the Boston Celtics, in the desperation they came out and played with from the beginning. You said it. The Boston Celtics held the Miami Heat to 11 first-quarter points. They shot 15%. They missed their first 14 shots. How about Derek White filling in for Marcus Smart? It's one thing for him to get the steals he was getting defensively, but he alone had 10 points in the first quarter. And so many times in the NBA in particular, because the shot clock is 24 seconds, and you're playing with and against the best players in the world, and the three-point shot's so prevalent, that we only pay attention to what happens in the fourth quarter because that creates the drama. But the league, a lot of times, is a first-quarter league. 66% in the NBA, when a team wins the first quarter, they win the game. 3-1 in this series for teams that win the first quarter.
And a lot of that, Jalen, as you well know, is coaching. And I feel like in games like these, when a team like the Heat makes adjustments, we say, boy, Eric Spoelstra did a great job. What's impressed you about the job that Ime Udoka has done as a rookie head coach in the Eastern Conference Finals?
So first off, juggling the fact during the season, people were actually saying that they should break up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. That's where it starts. So now, do you fracture or do you stay the course? And Marcus Smart stepping up at the point guard position solidified that spot. Veteran leadership of Al Horford and also Robert Williams III. How about this? Bam Adebayo was invisible. His 3 highest scoring games this postseason, 2 of them Joel Embiid didn't play. 1 of them, Robert Williams, didn't play. When he returned tonight, the rim protection of he and Al Horford and the shot blocking really affected the Heat, in particular Bam Adebayo. And that suffocating defense is what allowed them to get off to a great start and hold on the entire game.
Yeah, Strus doesn't score. Tucker doesn't score. They hold Jimmy Butler to a bad night, 3 of 14, shooting 6 points, 18 total points from the starter. Dominant defensive effort. Jalen Rose joining us in Boston. Game 5 Wednesday in Miami. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.